Hey everybody, welcome back to more East Origin, where last time we made our way through the rest of the Wailing Blue, got a Beast Medallion, and we're able to get through this door now because we have the Beast Medallion. So, let's pop it in, and we'll head inside. Seems like I call a lucky break. No demons, no crazy outsiders. There's a whole lot of empty space. Good place to set up camp, I'd say. All this fighting's been really wearing me out. I could use a breather. Huh? Holy crap! Is that one of those huge demons that attacked East? What do? I'll never be able to beat this thing. No, scratch that. I'll beat it. I have to. Rady Leah, Rady Fina, please grant me your blessings. And Dad, please give me the strength to do this. Welcome to Velagundar, the gangly beast. He spews bubbles. Yes, bubbles that are kind of annoying to dodge. And he also will swipe at you with his hands, or slam down both at the same time, and just kind of shoot a laser out that you just kind of have to move to dodge. You just kind of maybe squirrel around so you don't actually get hit by it. But also, he'll move like this and just kind of stun you. Not that big of a deal, but if you want to dodge the bubbles to get at him, you just do that. And then after a few hits, you stun him. Because as you notice, I wasn't doing any damage for quite a bit there. Hello? Arm, please. There we go. That was weird. So I just go up here and just keep attacking until I do a decent chunk of damage. And then when he moves now, he'll start spewing out bugs, which the bugs, as you see, spew out like a bit of green on the ground, which is a little annoying because you start sliding around when you're walking on that. But you do want to get rid of them as much as possible because there is an attack that he will do. The camera will pan to show you that he does that attack, so just keep that in mind when that happens. I'm going to move out of the way so I don't get slapped by that. And then I can move out of the way so I don't get hit by this. There we go. And he should do it really shortly. Yeah, the camera moves like that and he'll start sucking in like Kirby. So you just dodge out of the way and make sure to not get nommed on. When he does eat the bugs in the area, because he will suck in those bugs too, he'll get HP back. So you want to make sure to actually get rid of them. But there's a lot of them on the field. You don't have to sit there and like waste your time getting after them because honestly, it's better to stun him than it is to just get rid of all the bugs. But if you have the opportunity to just get rid of them by just doing a little bit of a swing, you're good to go. I did not jump at all in that moment there, and I just took a lot of damage. So this time around, let's try to dodge this at least so I can not take some more damage because I already lost like a decent chunk of my health, about half of it. All right, now that he's doing the suck, I'm going to move a little bit. When he does the suck and it has a bunch of green on the ground, it actually does make it harder to dodge it because you're sliding around all over the place. So you can't just sit there and just jump up in the air and use your wind attack in order to actually stay away from him when he's doing that. But also just in general for like the laser attack and such. It does make it harder to dodge, but just get rid of the bugs as they show up and you wouldn't really have to worry about that. Or you could just not deal with them. Either way, it's up to how you feel like dodging the attacks. All you really gotta do is just make sure to stun him within the amount of time that you have while he's just standing around. You don't really take that much damage or any at all when he actually does move and hits you like away. So you don't have to worry about that either. Just get a good stun and you're pretty much good to go. Got get around the suck and then attack once more until he actually gets stunned. That's a little bit more. I'm just gonna go behind him here so I don't actually get hit by him. And then bam. Just gotta go up there and I should be able to get done with just this last one. I love that the bugs get stunned as well. I really don't get that reaction, but it happens. Pretty easy boss. I mean, it's the first major boss, so it should be easy, honestly. How the hell did I survive that? That was intense. It was intense indeed, but we have a big staircase, which thankfully we can't fall off of. Not that big of a deal. Just go forward. And there we go. So just head up another set of stairs that doesn't have any holes in it for some reason. And we can see a kind of a phase change in the tower going on. Yeah, we're entering a new area. The flooded prison, which has a save point right over here, so I might as well just click that and purify the statue and keep heading forward. So now we have a new war point if we need it. But the flooded prison, as you can tell, is going to have some water, as well as new enemies. Because flood, water. Makes sense, honestly. But that little spew right there of water is not the worst thing in the world. That's just like a little puddle. This place will get flooded. Will get flooded indeed. And then we're going to experience some new mechanics based on that. So let's just hop over here. Continue forward. Speaking of new mechanics, we're about to experience one really, really shortly. And let me just get rid of all these guys here so I can get some of these. And as you can tell, we can't really get back. I mean, we could use a crystal to get back if we need to. But honestly, this part isn't that big of a deal. We just kind of head right over here. And I'm going to just do a little bit of this to get rid of all of you because there's a lot of enemies right there. And I don't want to die to you. So let's get rid of you. Here we go. Oh, you're staying up there. Okay, get up here. Here we go. And we'll open this. Acquired silver bracelet. A surge of power bursts forth from the artifact. Unica is now able to dash. So dashing, why walk when you can run? You can double push to the left analog stick, hold Y or A, double tap with the D-pad, or always dash. So dashing obviously means you move a lot faster. In addition to increased movement speed, jumping while dashing greatly increases the distance one can cover. So you basically have a longer jump, which is really nice. Speaking of being able to configure it, if you go to the options screen, you can actually see double tap to dash or always dash once able. So you have different options on how you want to do it. Want to hold the button so you can dash, that kind of thing, like Mario where you got to hold the button to run faster, or just make it always dash once able to. Honestly, I like that option more because when you have the ability to dash, why would you not want to dash? It's like, if I want to move slower, I literally just move the analog stick less. I mean, if you're not using the analog stick, it makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, I would rather just be moving fast at all times. I mean, this game has very precise movement anyway, even though like if you use a D-pad, it's like very 8-way movement. And you still have that 8-way movement going on with the analog stick, but as you can tell, I also have analog movement on. So if I move just slightly out of the way, I have a full range of motion. So honestly, I think I'm fine. Like, I'm pretty much good to go. So there we go. I just have my faster movement speed. I don't have to hold a button at all. And I'm good. Which is hilarious too when you get that like wall movement bug thing going on where you just like move faster like in some corridors. Still really funny when that happens, but when you're moving faster, you will be moving faster. It's just really funny to see that. There you go. And since I'm like right here, I might as well just get that like mini chunk of HP back. There we go. I mean, not that big of a deal for me, but honestly, just having full HP versus not having full HP, why not? There you go. Get rid of you. Or not. I get hit one time and I go right back down to 97, which is honestly not bad because like before that, I wasn't at 97. Well, not that big of a deal. But yeah, as you can tell, the worms also spew that green slime out, which can be annoying because you're dealing with the weird movement, which actually is a big deal when you're dashing around because you will slide all over the place, but it's not the worst thing because there is something worse. Right above Unica's icon in the lower left there, there's a green dot. I am poisoned. They have poison in this game. These games don't really have status elements, so that is something that you're just like, what? So I'm taking like one, and it's just atrocious. I hate seeing that in this game, but it doesn't last that long. But it can be like, uh-oh, I took too much damage just from getting poisoned. You don't realize it, then you get killed. Thankfully, though, if we use SP, we can actually reduce the time of how long they last, as well as make it so we have more resistance towards even getting them in the first place, which is nice. Let me just hit the switch because this one's also timed, so I just go right over here. That wasn't the enemy that I expected to get it on, though, because there's an enemy that, like, deals exclusively with poison. Right over here, these Luigi Mansion-looking guys, they kind of just do that, and they will poison you. That's where I would expect most players to see you get poisoned versus these slimes right over here that might accidentally poison you. Yeah, it's just like, okay, this enemy exclusively deals with it, but this one's like, oh, it might give you it? Yeah, I would expect it right there. But yeah, speaking of taking damage and defenses and all that, we have a chest right over here. Let me open it. Acquired ring mail. Finally, new armor, so we can actually equip that. and get a little bit more defense. So we just pop that on. It's always going to be better, even compared to your max armor. You upgrade your armor, and it's like, oh, I just got new armor, so it's still better anyway. But then I can upgrade that as well, and then have slightly more defense as well. Speaking of more defense, I'm getting close to leveling up, so I'm going to get rid of these two enemies over here, and I'm just going to walk right back in, because new area, I'm getting big chunks of experience. So I might want to capitalize on that, go back, and just get rid of them and level up from it. Usually in Ease games, you know you're pretty much done grinding when you're getting very little experience from enemies. If you still get like big chunks of experience, maybe kill a couple more monsters and then get those level ups, and then you're probably on par where the game expects you to be. But yeah, we got some enemies right over here, these little crabs that spew out bubbles. Let's see, how much experience are they giving me? They are giving me... Die already, thank you. A decent chunk, yeah, so it's like, okay, I'm still good, I can still kill these enemies and level up from them. It's something that, it's not that big of a deal for these enemies because there's a lot of them. I could just go and kill them. So I could just leave the room, come back, sort of deal, or I can continue forward, whatever you want to do. It doesn't really matter. I love that I can see like the fact on the left there in this area, you can see just where the screen ends. This game originally didn't have widescreen, so it's weird like that. But yeah, we have a new little gimmick here. See that little bar above me that's draining? That's my air. It's going really quickly. I can't breathe for very long. So let's get out of the water so I can get my air back and then go back in. The nice thing about being in water is you can jump pretty much infinitely since you're quote unquote swimming. But your air gauge, when you do that, it's kind of weird. It doesn't go down as fast if you're like treading the edge of the water. But you might want to just stay out of the water so you can actually not die. Because once that bar goes down, your HP will just drain really fast and you will die. I don't have a lot of HP. I kind of might want to be careful about this. Because there is a save point right ahead of him, but this enemy is kind of big and slow. So if I can just avoid his attacks, if I just jump and then attack him, I should be able to avoid his attacks. Just stay out of his way and I'm pretty much good to go. It's just that after a bit, these enemies will just kind of grow massive and do more damage if they were to hit you. So I have to watch out and just keep jumping out of their way and I should be okay. And once I defeat him, I'll get a little bit more SP. I need more SP because I definitely want to reduce the status effect duration and maybe possibly make it so I just don't get it, period. But I have to get rid of you first because there is a seal on that save point. And I'm going to use boost mode just so I do a little bit more damage and take way less damage from his attacks. I can kind of just tank a few of his attacks. That way I just, you know, not die. I need to watch out so I don't walk off the edge of the screen either and reset my progress here because that would suck. But the nice thing is I got a little bit more SP from that. Going back to grinding, you have to worry about SP as well as experience. So even though you're not getting experience anymore, you still need SP to get those skills. So even if you're not gaining experience, you still kind of need to, you know, buy these divine blessings. But first, I'm just going to kind of top off my armor, just make that max. So just take a little bit less damage and let's see. I have 1 extra defense from that. Great. It's not a lot, but it's something. Let's see what else I can get here. So we're dealing with, I want to get rid of bad status effect duration. I can't really afford it, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to do a little bit more killing of things in order to get that. Not going to be that big of a deal. So let's just continue on for now. I'm heading towards the right here because that save point right there, we haven't really traveled that far. And honestly, if there's a save point, there's a boss or something coming up, or just a transition of an area or like a safety area. So we're gonna go this way and check out our surroundings before we move on first. So just head right on over to the right, see the cutoff of the screen there. Again, widescreen remnant that wasn't widescreen before. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's like a 3D space. You're gonna see things like that in 3D games here and there, but it's not really that big of a deal. It's an action game. I really don't care about that kind of thing. But we're gonna kill you in the meantime because I just gotta level up and I want more experience. I need that SP as well. Throw big and then I can kill you. There we go. I'm getting a decent ways there already. I need about 600 more and I can get that bad status effect duration. But I need to go down here. I'm gonna kill you later because I don't wanna have to deal with you. I'm just gonna not make it actually. Well, he's up there now. He's back down again. Well, I guess that we're just playing Ring Around the Rosie a little bit here. Made it. I wanna grab this first because acquired emerald. Now our wind magic is basically level 3, meaning it's going to be like the best it could possibly be. Just charge that up and then do just damage out the wazoo. I love it. I mean, honestly, hers isn't really that great when it comes to actually dealing damage. I mean, I could spam it, and charging it isn't really that good unless you're dealing with something that's weak to it. I mean, you can sit there and make it so you can just fling across edges and things like that a little bit faster since you just, you know, float past that. It's level 3 now. This area right here. See all these enemies everywhere? This is kind of a great grind spot for SP and just a general experience. You can just sit there and just spam moves, do a lot of damage. If you can kill these things really quickly, you'll just see your experience just go up really fast. Just keep spamming it, and yeah, you see that experience bar just go. And the nice thing about this is, if you kill them close enough to the stairs, you can keep all your status effect buffs, and then just go up, and then come back down, get more experience. It's a nice little area, honestly. But going up in this direction, you notice something that... water. This could be a big deal. Yeah, a lot of water. Yeah, we definitely can't go that way yet, so we're just gonna kind of go through my little nice little decent grind spot here. Just kill a lot of stuff. Get some more experience, more SP. Getting really close to getting that bad stats effect duration thing down. Just get rid of you, get a boost, I just do more damage. And then just keep doing this. Alright, and then I'll just keep hitting you a couple times. And it's like they could never do anything. There's so many really strong enemies over here, but you just kind of kill them really quickly. Get rid of you, grab that. Alright, almost. Almost. Ow. Okay, I gotta be careful now because he's kind of big and it was a lot of damage. Okay, let's grab that for my MP. Dodge him. And there. Ooh, that was kind of careless of me on that one. Well, we're pretty much done over here, so we'll go back to the save point. But before that, though, let's use the Lila shell. Unica spoken to the Lila shell. Yolia here. You'll be pleased to know that Rico has made it back to base, safe and sound. Have there been any new developments on your end? Unica reluctantly revealed that she just defeated a giant demon. Well, when East was attacked, the demon army had 6 enormous creatures on the front line. Based on your description, I'm pretty sure that was one of them. Guess this tower really is the nest for demons after all. Please be very, very careful in there. Ironic, considering how reckless I've been with my HP multiple times in this episode so far. So let's just warp right back over here, get my HP back, and I still can't quite afford anything, I don't think. Yeah, I need a little bit more before I can get that. So let me make a save, and I'll just progress forward for now. Well, well. If it isn't the little axe girl. Ah, it's you! If you're here, then I guess you managed to take down the demon I summoned. Hey, wait a sec, does that mean you beat Velagundr too? What's a Velagundr? You mean that giant red creature? Yeah, it gave me some trouble, but I managed. I guess Kishkol was right about you after all. You do pretty good for a dumb hick. Would you please stop calling me that? My name is... Whoa, now. Unless I think you're worth my time, I don't give a pickard's ass what your name is. Save the introductions for after our fight. If you can somehow manage to beat me, then you can tell me who you are. Not that it's likely to happen, of course. Maybe those ugly-ass clothes will look better once I open you up and hang you on the wall. Alright, another boss battle. Epona the Enraged. Epona will sit there and throw knives around like this, or charge at you with a big swipe attack that does like fire flames behind her, or she might guard like this and counter if you attack her during that time period. So every single time you see a big swipe, or just a couple like 1, 2, 3 attack like this, you'll have a moment to breathe. But the best thing to do, honestly, is wait for her to do her big charge attack and then get up in her face then. Do like maybe a quick combo and then run away. It's better to stay away from her because you will probably just get your HP whittled down over time if you are just taking damage out the wazoo from her attacking you constantly. So just kind of bait her, wait out your time, dodge her attacks, wait until you have a moment, go in, and then do your damage. And then back off. Wait until you get that moment again, and then just keep trying. Because otherwise, you're going to kill yourself really quickly if you're just being stupid about this fight. That being said, don't attack her when she does the big shield, because she will sit there and actually hit you for more damage if you sit there and keep trying to attack her like that. Just don't. Just, again, wait for your moment and then back off. So, just keep doing this over and over and over again. This fight should be easy. Just don't get reckless, because you'll just make your HP go down really, really fast. But if you do get boost at all, which I'm about to get, you can afford to be a little reckless because, you know, your defensive buff. Just keep that in mind. You can just pop it on and just get in there and just do damage. The thing is, though, her stupid counter shield kind of ruined that opportunity if you have that happen on you. So just be careful of it, and then just use your boost while you have it. And then, honestly, a couple more hits from there, and you should be able to take care of it. Ugh, shit. Guess I must have let my guard down. Not bad, though. Not great, but not bad. Is she talking about me or her? Alright, I guess a promise is a promise. What's your name, girly? Huh? Your name. You do have a name, right? I hate cluttering up my brain with useless knowledge, but I think you earn a spot in it. Just a small one, though. It's Unica. Unica Tova. Unica, huh? That's a weird name. I'm Epona, one of the foremost warriors of my people. See, that's the thing. I really want to know who your people are. And why you're after Lady Rhea and Lady Fina. Lady Fina? Who now? Hey, multi-part questions. I never feel like answering them. You should learn to ask one thing at a time. But hey, I'll throw you a bone. Need my companions? We're not from East. What? Ah, crap, I gotta go. Zava gave me orders. If she sees me wasting my time here with you, she'll have my head. Technically, I'm supposed to kill you, but, well, I tried and I failed. So I'll let you off with a warning this time. Don't worry, though. I'm sure we'll cross paths again. See you later, Unica. Hey, wait! Not from East. I'm not sure what to make of that. I don't think it's good news for us. People not from East, there's maybe a slight entitlement there when they're like, oh, wait, they're not from East? So that's a little wonky, but at least we get a good chest out of it. Let's see what we get. Acquired water dragon's scales with the apostrophe S there. Makes it a little hard to say. What's this? Looks like a bunch of fish scales, but it feels like kind of funny when I'm holding it. Like my body's breathing more deeply or something. Oh yes, Unica, not knowing magic at all. I guess with all the water around here, come in really handy. Huh? What's going on? Oh, yeah, it's just the Lila shell. Unica took out the Lila shell and put it up to her ear. Unica? Unica, can you hear me? Loud and clear. Something wrong? Quite the opposite, actually. Commander Galleon and the Sorcerer have arrived safely in the tower. Oh, thank goodness. Seems that's just about everyone now. Whenever you get the chance, please return to base so we can discuss how to proceed. Oh, sure. Should I just use the crystal to warp back? If you would, yes. See you soon. Unica put away the Lila shell. If the commander made it, I'm sure Cecilia must be here too. This should be an interesting meeting. There would definitely be plenty to discuss. Ah. Commander, Cecilia! Unica Tova. Welcome back. Where have you been, Unica? Yeah, where have you been? As I recall, your order to come back here immediately. Well, Father Superior told me of your request. I understand you've been doing some advanced scouting of the tower. I have, yeah. I'm still not even halfway up, though. Given the scope of the location, I'd hardly expect you to be. In fact, that is the biggest obstacle we face here, I believe. We all like to begin searching in earnest, but without a solid strategy, you might as well be walking in circles. Actually, on the subject of searching, we seem to be missing someone else. One of our sorcerers is still unaccounted for. Should we form a small team to look for him as well? Perhaps we can't simply abandon one of our own. There's no need to worry about him. Good of you to join us. Oh, you're... Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kadena. I'm a sorceress of East. I look forward to working with you all on this mission. I'm Miyushka. I'm a sorceress too. Pleased to meet you. You too! My name's Yunika Tova. I'm an apprentice knight. Nice to make your acquaintance. So you believe your missing sorcerer is not in any danger then? It's Hugo Fact, the successor to the Fact name. Frankly, I'd be more surprised if he did show up here. Ah, the younger brother of our fallen comrade. He's got an iron will. If he's not already in the tower, I'm sure he'll make his way here sooner or later. It'd be no worse for wear. He understands the severity of the situation. He wants to start the search and rescue as soon as possible, with or without him. Understood. On your advice then. That's exactly what we'll do. Come, there is much to discuss. We must pull our knowledge if we are to successfully locate our goddesses. I didn't think it possible for the situation to become more urgent than it already was. So the demons are under the control of humans, but why? Who are they? The only ones who have encountered them directly thus far are Yunika and Rico. Can the two of you provide any additional information as to their identities? Well, Yunika detailed her encounter with Epona. They're from outside of East? Are you certain that's what she said? That's unbelievable. I heard there was a whole world beyond our borders, but I never imagined I'd meet anyone who came from there. Do you know of how many of them there are? I've only personally encountered those two warriors. I can't speak for any others. Same here, but I think there has to be at least one more. I ran into a pretty sophisticated magic trap during my recon. 2 physical fighters alone couldn't have set that. So there's likely a sorcerer acting behind the scenes. And if they're from outside of East, the magic they've got doesn't come from the goddesses. We have no idea what to expect. If we didn't have enough to worry about already. Our course seems clear. We must find our ladies Ria and Fina and offer them protection not just from the demons, but from this new threat as well. Understood. We Holy Knights will request the honor of serving as advance guard in this search. Granted, and I would ask the sorcerers to scout for any further snares since at least one has been confirmed herein. Just remember, the enemy most likely has a sorcerer of considerable skill in its employ. It is imperative that you all exercise the utmost caution. We will. I'll do my best. Personally, I'm just so glad I can walk again. I'll go pretty much anywhere. Unfortunately, Rico, I'm afraid I must ask you to remain here at base. What? You are well versed in the mystic knowledge of your house, are you not? Specifically, the spells of tempering? I suspect many powerful foes lie in wait for us within these walls. As such, I would like you to remain on hand and use your magic to strengthen the search party's weapons as needed. Okay, no problem at all then. I'm glad I could be of service. I must say, Yunika, I'm kind of stunned that you were able to make it so far up the tower. You must have fought a pretty wide variety of demons to get there. Yeah, I guess. Our little Yunika has grown up so fast. I don't know about that. It still seemed like actions of an amateur to me. Don't get me wrong, the information we've gathered has been a huge help, but we have no idea what we're up against in here. You need to be more cognizant of your own limitations, Yunika. You can't just rush in headlong like that. Sorry. That's Cecilia, ever quick to deliver the 40 lashes. Don't mock me. Cecilia is right, Yunika. I know how much you care for the goddesses, but you not let those feelings cloud your judgment. Yes, sir, I understand. Excellent. With that settled then, I believe it is time for the Holy Knights to commence this search and rescue. Fortunately for us, the demons on these lower levels are weak enough that they can be dealt with one-on-one. As such, our first task will be split up and gather our bearings. Should a situation arise where backup is required, make certain to contact the rest of us immediately. Do not attempt it alone. With that said, may the fortunes of war smile upon you all. Finally, we can explore the tower without people nagging us to come back here all the dang time. But before that, we should talk around just to get our bearings a little bit more. I believe the people after the goddesses and the people who disrupted the transport spell are one and the same. I'm glad we managed to get everyone back together, of course, but we mustn't let our guard down for even a moment. I must pray that Ladies Ria and Fina are aware of this threat as well. I can breathe easier knowing that the Holy Knights are all present and accounted for. And since the sorcerers are here as well, this search can finally get underway. I expect performance befitting a knight from you, Yunika. Do not let me down. Well, we'll do that. We're still missing Hugo, though, so that's a little weird, but... Hey, Yunika, did you need me to strengthen your weapon? Yes, please. That would be great. All right, let's see what we got. Actually, maybe I should start by explaining how this all works. See, I'm going to speak an invocation passed down from Gemma the Gemma. It has the ability to strengthen and fortify items. Rico? Do you absolutely have to tell me all this? That talk always gives me a headache. Huh? Oh, sorry. I guess magic is one of those show don't tell things when you get right down to it. Rico took a piece of Claria ore from his pack. Claria bearer purest radiance, may your solemn and mystic glow become as wisdom and strength before me. Ha! There you go, one fortified weapon. Wow, that was fast. Seems awfully similar to what the Rue did, though. Thanks, Rico. Can I bring it by again later for another dose, or is that not how this thing works? I'm afraid not. I need a new piece of Claria ore each time the spell is cast, and it just so happens to be the last piece I had on me. Ah, that's a shame. I'll see if I can track down any more for you, though. Sounds like a plan. If you'd manage to get your hands on some, you know where to find me. Speaking of that, we got our axe tempered before. You have any thoughts on that? Hey, about that invocation I used on your weapon. It seemed like someone else already done the same thing once before, but how is that possible? Yeah, about that. Yunika told Rico all about her encounter with the Rue. Whoa, Rues can do that? I'm not sure I like having that kind of competition. Invocation and strength is my thing. I feel so defeated, but no. I won't lose to some plushy demon. I can augment circles around that thing any day. If you come across any more Claria ore, you know where to find me. Bring me enough of it, I'll make your axe so strong it can cut through anything. That'd be so hilarious if you could just go back to that Rue and exclusively use him. But no, they didn't really think of that. Either way, we made our way quite about a third through the tower, give or take, and we have free reign to actually explore this place finally. Knowing that, we have a flooded prison to deal with, and thankfully we have a bit of a better way to breathe in this place. So, next time Azure plays more East Origin. See you all then.